Hi, my name's Denise McCabe and this is my Make-It Monday for this week. I'm a demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and today I'm going to have another play with the Pretty Medallion stamp. It's a large background type stamp and you can do some beautiful things with it. I have played with it once before and I'm going to have another play with it today. Pretty much just using stamps, ink and paper. Trying to keep it simple to show that simple techniques can make wonderful looking cards, and you don't have to go to a lot of fussy cutting and lots of fuss on your cards, lots of folds or anything like that. Just stamps, ink and paper and you can come up with some pretty stunning cards. So let me put my phone up into my holder and we'll get started. Okay, so before we get started, I just wanted to say that there is a really good starter kit promotion this month. Runs to the end of October. You can pay $169 for the starter kit and get product up to the value of $283. There's free shipping on the starter kit, and that's just a really good deal. You're getting $117, I think it is, for free. So if anybody's interested in joining and getting that starter kit, just go to my online store through my blog, stampingpassionblogspot.com, and you can join my team on the online store, or you can message me and let me know. But that's a really good deal, and you don't have to be a demonstrator. Like, you don't have to do classes and workshops or anything like that. You can just be a discount shopper. So you get 20% discount on all the Stampin' Up products when you're a demonstrator. So that's worth thinking about if you've got a really big crafting habit and you want to get some discounts on supplies. So let me know if you're interested and I can help you with that. This is a beautiful collection that's coming out to customers on the 1st of November. Now, if you were thinking about joining, you can add this collection into your starter kit. It's called Fitting Florets Collection. It's $172.25, the whole collection. And that includes a stamp set and dies, beautiful oval dies, a special framed and festive sentiment stamp set, these gold adhesive backed swirl embellishments, and the designer series paper. So that's the whole collection, and it'll be available to customers on the 1st of November. But if you really like this new collection, you can add it to a starter kit. So that's something to think about. Okay. So as I said, we're going to play with the Pretty Medallion background stamp. Now it is on, I'll find it. I have bookmarked it. It's on page 116 in the annual catalogue here. And it's a beautiful stamp. It really is a beautiful stamp. We're also going to use the banner picker punch on page 152. This is a great punch. It does, it's got two ends, like a flag end and a pointy end, I guess you'd call it. And it has 3 sizes for both punches. So it's 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch. So technically you're getting 6 punches in one punch because it does 3 sizes in each shape. So I'm going to use that as well. So I'll pop that away. Okay, so these are some previous cards I've made using the medallion. These ones I did with bleach. So that's a technique in itself. I've heat embossed it in gold and in copper, and then I had bleach in an aqua painter, and the bleach just took the colour out of this cardstock. So that's Starry Sky cardstock, and that's, is that Mossy Meadow? No, I think it's Evening Evergreen actually. And that's the colour that when you paint it with bleach, that's the colour that you end up with. So it lifts the colour out of the cardstock, and it's different for every coloured cardstock, so you don't get the same effect for each cardstock. So that was one play I had with it. This was another one with bleach. I was trialling things for my daughter's wedding invitations. We're not going with anything like this now, but this was like my little playing around with it. So that was copper embossing, and this was gold embossing powder. This one was just stamping it 3 times. Oh, I can't remember. But then I've cut layers with circles out of it. So that was a little bit of fun and interesting thing to do, layering it like that. And today I've done a little bit more playing. I made this one. Oops, my little notes on the back. So I stamped it in black memento, and I've coloured it with the stamping blends. I've used iridescent rhinestones, and then I've just splattered Wink Stella over it. So I think you can see that. So, and I stamped behind it with the Starry Sky ink to give it like a watermark look behind. And these two are on shimmery white cardstock. Now, this one's just been daubered with a sponge dauber, and it was Tahitian Tide and Starry Sky. And this one was applied with a blending brush, and it's Tahitian Tide and Starry Sky, and then I just spritzed it with water before I put the cardstock down on it. So I thought I'd try and reproduce these two, but using polished pink and sweet sorbet. So let's put those to one side because we don't want to get into a bit of a mess, although you tend to with this technique. So I'll get my polished pink out. Okay, so I've got a sweet sorbet card base, A5 card base, scored at 10.5 centimetres. And I've got a polished pink one, scored at 10.5 centimetres. So they're 2 pieces of shimmery white, and these are 2 pieces of basic black, 10 cent. No, that doesn't look right, does it? Maybe this isn't the right size. It's not. So let me just fix that. That will be better. So just as a matting piece, I'm using basic black for both cards. Now this one's not right either. I can't win. I thought I was all prepared. But that's okay. There we go. Okay, that's better. So just a black matting piece for both pieces of cardstock, and we're going to stamp onto the shimmery white. And I need to cut my shimmery white down. Honestly, I really did think I was ready. So we want 9.5 for shimmery white and 13.9. I'm doing this recording on a Sunday night because we're actually going away tomorrow, and I've been running around all day like a headless chook, so I wasn't as prepared as I thought I would be. Right, okay, so that fits onto our matting piece, and that fits onto that one. Okay, so let me put our card bases and matting pieces to one side. I'll put them over there. I'm going to get some scrap paper out. I've got my stamp. Now I just want to show you different ways of applying ink to your big background stamps. So just with a dauber, so that's polished pink. It's a sweet sorbet. I've got it labelled, but I haven't used it before. So with a dauber, I'm going to ink up with polished pink and just put it all over the centre of the medallion stamp. You can use your Stamparatus for this stamp, but I prefer to do it this way when I'm applying two different colours of ink. And this is the new in colour, Sweet Sorbet. So I'm just going to go all over here like so. And I can actually see that the ink is applying to the rubber stamp. Now I do have a little something there, so I want to get that out. A little bit of cardstock or something. There we go. I think that's pretty much all done. I'll close this up. Now I'm going to get my piece of shimmery white and I'm going to lay it down on top of the stamp like so. And I'm going to bring this piece of scrap paper over and just rub to get the ink onto the cardstock. And this just saves your fingers getting too messy. Mine are a bit messy from the blues. And you can't see a lot of colour variation there, but that's quite nice, quite like that. So I'll put that to one side and I will do this. And I shall get my pink. Actually, let's do it the reverse way round. And I'll get my blending brushes, dark reds and pinks. So with your blending brushes, you can load the ink up onto your blending brush and put it on the center of the card, like the stamp, like so. You cover a bigger area more quickly. And then this is, whoops, this is polished pink. Where's my pink one? Here it is, pinks. So I have a blending brush for sort of colours. So I'm going to do pink around the outside. And you can use this technique on any stamp. It's quite effective on the big background stamps, so on the larger stamps. Okay, now before I put my cardstock on that, I'm just going to spritz this with some water. And now I'm going to, I might just do it to one side actually. There we go. And that'll just give it a little bit of difference to the other one. And that's the effect you get. The colours are very similar, so it hasn't sort of changed. It's not a stark contrast as this one. But it's still really pretty. So let's just put that to one side. And I will get my chamois wherever I've put that. Here it is. And just clean up our medallion. the medallion over there and get rid of our yucky paper. Okay, so let's bring in this one. This one we could do it this way round. I'm just trying to work out which one looks best. I'm thinking it's going to look nicer that way. So we'll leave that one to one side and we'll let that just dry off. Now I have got a little smudge up here, but I'm going to put a piece of bling or something there. So let's get our ink, glue. You can see I'm been running around like a chook and I can't even talk properly. Okay, so it's such a pretty stamp. So pretty. Now I shall get a tissue to mop up any glue spurtages, if that's even a word. Don't think it is, but anyway. There we go. And this is going onto the sweet sorbet cardstock. And I'm just trying to think what we can do. I have got a little bit here. Let me bring our samples down. So this one I've just kept very simple because October's Simple Stamping Challenge is just stamps, ink and paper and a punch. So that covers that. This one doesn't because I've put some bling on it and ribbon. So that doesn't classify for the Simple Stamping Challenge for this month. But that's okay. So we could do the same, stamps, ink and paper and a punch. Except I can't help myself, I have to put bling on it. So maybe I'll put a bit of bling on this one because I just can't help myself. So I'm going to put that up on dimensionals. So I do a dimensional in each corner and one in the middle. That's generally my rule of dimensionals because you don't have to put hundreds on. I mean, this could be a Christmas card. It's sort of Christmassy colours, isn't it? We could make it into a Christmas card. I think we might because it's sort of a bit festivey. Festivey? Is that even a word? Festivey? I don't think it's a word. So let me just get my Brightest Glow stamp set. Let's see what one we'll use. I could do Season Greetings across the middle. I could. I'm just thinking. Yes, let's do that. So I have a bit of white cardstock and I know the shimmery white looks a bit creamy. And I'm just wondering whether we should go with vanilla. I think we will. So I need a 1/2 inch strip. I'm pretty sure that will fit on 1/2 inch. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'll have to go to the 3/4 inch. And that's fine. And I'll use the Sweet Sorbet ink. And here's a block, but I want a bigger block. I want a longer block. Okay. Trying not to bring my head in. So that's quite nice. Oops. Now, where's our punch? Here it is. So I really like the banner end, so I'm going to stick that in. And then with this little piece, you've probably seen me do this before, I just put it down this end and I guesstimate the space. And I get a pencil and I do that. And I get my scissors. And then I put it back in the punch. And then I haven't quite got that even. Pretty much. Pretty much. No, not at all. So let me try this again. That will do. We're not going to mess with anything because I think that's pretty good. Now, I could put it there, or I think I'll put it across the middle. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my pinky brush and I'm just going to go over it like this. So this is the polished pink colour. And I'm just putting a bit of colour on it like so. And I will pop that up on dimensionals. We had a beautiful weekend this weekend. After a lot of inclement weather, we finally got some weather happening. So that's that, and I might get my Winker Stella and I might give it a bit of a smacking. That's just putting some splatter on. And then I'm going to get my glossy dots out. There it is. And I'm going to use these because I can't help myself. Now there's a bit of a muff there, so I'm going to put that there. And maybe over here. There we go, maybe. Yeah, there. I might move this one. And put it up there. So that was a really simple stamping card, even though I've put bling on it, because I can't help myself. But how easy is that? And can you see the splatter of Winker Stella? So that's that one. So let's bring this one back in and see what we can do with this. I've got a blob there. So I might do the same. I might as this one, just in a different colour. Onto my black base, matting piece, I mean. There we go. Now before I did that, I should have got my pink brush and I just did a bit of blending. Now what's that? There we go. And don't press too hard because the Polish Pink and the Sweet Sorbet inks are quite a lot. And I've just did that with the blue. That's the same thing I did. So I'm going to put that away. And I'm going to get, now this is Polished Pink. No, it's not. It's Sweet Sorbet ribbon, but it doesn't look anything like Sweet Sorbet, I don't think. But there you have it. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same little thing I did with the blue one. So I'm just going to put that there. And wrap it around. And wrap it around again. And a bit of tape just to secure it down. And now I'll just sort of straighten them up. It's nice, I like that. Okay, so up on dimensionals once again. I think we're going to get more rain though, because that's what they're saying. Now poor Victoria's flooding. Oh, I don't know. What is going on with our weather system? There we go. I don't think I got my head in, and I think that's straight. And now I'm going to tie a bow with this Sweet Sorbet ribbon, which I think looks very pink. And this ribbon's really interesting because you can fray it. Some people might not like fraying it, but I do. Okay, so get rid of that, get rid of that. I'll get a glue dot. And how different do these two cards look, even though they're the same, pretty much the same style, like the same layout and everything. Where is my little pokey tool gone? There it is. It's back in its proper place. There we go. So I'm just going to pop that there and bring our little strands down. And I'll give them a trim and then I'll fray them. And I just get my pokey tool and I just tease it out. And then it just looks really pretty. And tease it out. So no fancy fold or technique-y. Well, it's a little bit technique-y, this one. This Makeup Monday. But just sort of more focusing on stamps, ink and paper. And how easy it is to get something looking quite amazing. There we go. And we might use the glossy dots again. What did I use? Oh, nothing, because I wanted that for the simple stamping challenge. That's right. So I'm going to put one in the center. The next one down is going to go over here. Cover up my boo-boo. And this one can go over here, I think. And then again, did I have another piece of... Oh, here we go. We'll just use this. Whoops. we'll just use this again and cut it down. This time I will do the 1/2 inch. We might chomp its end first. And we don't want to do Season's Greetings. I'll make this one something else. We'll go to the Go-To Greeting set, which is a beautiful set. It's got same sentiment in small, medium and large. Just a note, just a note, just a note. Thank you, and thank you. Thinking of you, and thinking of you. And happy birthday, and happy birthday, and just a little hello, which was really cute. I like that. So let's go with just a note, I think. Nope, that's a thank you. That's just a note. We don't need that big one. We can use this one. Just a note can be anything. It can be a birthday card. And we'll do that in polished pink. Now, the two colours have sort of blended together. They're obviously a little bit too close, tone on tone, whereas these ones do differentiate. Look at that. Don't you love it when it works for you? I do. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can get this right this time. Nope, it's gonna have to, well, maybe. Okay, let's try that. Now, when it's a little bit smaller, it is a bit trickier, and you do have to turn it upside down and just make sure it's centered. There we go, just a note. And we can put that up there, but I'm going to get my, have I put it away? My pink, and just go over it and soften it a little bit. There we go, and that can go up on dimensionals too. There we go, just 2. And how lovely do these very simple cards look. Now I could do some splattering with Wink Stella. Do I want to do that? How about we don't do it this time round and we'll just see. So that's my Tahitian Tide and Starry Sky, and my polished pink and parakeet, no, sweet sorbet. And this is my other ones. So that one, these two ones were spritzed with water, and it just gives them a little bit of a muted look. These ones were just stamped straight on. This one I coloured with blends. And this one I painted with bleach. So really nice effects. And I hope you really enjoyed that. If you want to place an order, please go to my blog, and over on the right hand side it's got a photo with the October host code on it. Click on that and it takes you to my online store. If you place an order of $50 or more, you will get this card kit sent out to you in the mail with all the supplies, and I'll send a link of a video to talk you through how to put these 3 cards together. So that's if you place a $50 order with me. And just to remind people that I am going to run a kit class at the end of October using the birthday card organizer kit. Let me just find the front page. So I did a video of this on Friday showing how to put this kit together. It's a beautiful birthday organizer folder, and you get making of 12 cards, 6 of each, to put in your folder. The kit itself is $44, but my class will be $50 just to cover the postage. So please let me know if you'd like to come to that class, because I have to get orders in to buy the kits. So the cutoff will be, so the class is the 28th, Friday the 28th. The cutoff for ordering should probably be Wednesday the 19th. So let me know before the 19th of October if you'd like to come to that class, kit class. So that's my Make It Monday for this week using the Pretty Medallion stamp. And that's exactly what it's called, Pretty Medallion. And just pretty much stamps, ink and paper. Spritzing it a little bit, splattering it with Winker Stella. But simple things to create some very pretty looking cards. So I hope everyone has a great week. And I shall see you next Monday for my Make It Monday. Bye for now.